Hey, we got some new t-shirts over at our TeePublic shop. You want to go over to superliveadventure.com and click on the TeePublic button to check out our new Beer Wolf t-shirt. That's right.
That's right. Superliveadventure.com. There's a TeePublic link on the right-hand side of the page. And your cat is real excited about it. Muffin is down with the new shirt, man.
She's a beer wolf herself.
It's a cool design. If you're a fan of the show, other fans of the show, they'll get the reference. And if you buy a shirt, TeePublic will give us a nickel. We get a nickel, a shiny new nickel for every shirt you buy on TeePublic.
I'm going to read the copy I wrote. Here you go.
Here we go.
Are you that dude or dudette up in the party howling at the moon? Huh? Is that you? Crushing cans of silver bullets? Is it you? and chasing tail all around the pool? Could it be?
You wrote chasing tail?
He's a wolf. Oh! Listen, if you want to look fucking cool and stop looking like a piece of shit, buy the shirt.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
I miss playing the jug.
I hit record. What the fuck? Why not?
Oh,
I'm sure you miss playing the jug.
I miss playing the jug.
We don't promote the jug band at all these days because you would always push it when you had a live show, but some new listeners might not even know that you're the jug player in a jug band called the Wahoo Skiffle Crazies.
Jug life, baby.
They should check you guys out on Spotify and stuff.
Yeah.
We have a link on superliveadventure.com to the album.
That's right. We got a couple albums. Laura, who's a part of the show sometimes, she's a member of the band as well.
Well, Laura's one of the founding members. You and I were fans of that band before you joined it.
That's right.
How you doing, pal?
Yeah, pretty good, man. I'm fucking, I'm a little banged up already. I'm gonna ring a bell now, ring a ding ding, drink a beer, the pepperoni to the mouth.
I'm drinking one of those. I have a gimlet. I have a gin and elderflower liqueur gimlet. It's a cocktail that I like. I didn't have any. I didn't have any beer.
Oh man, you got the beer. You have to appease the beer. You have to sacrifice beers to the beer wolf.
I know. Next.
Otherwise,
podcast.
he comes to get you.
I know. Don't tell him.
You know what he does? You know what the beer wolf does?
What?
He makes your wife mad. He drags you out of the house to go party. And then you got to answer to your wife.
He makes you do a podcast, and for some reason it takes you 5 hours to record an episode, and your wife gets mad. Full disclosure, we meet up at 9 o'clock to record this podcast. It's 11:30. I hit record just because I was like, I have to hit record at some point.
you, you got he makes you go to bed smelling like one of the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah. That's not the
Your
worst thing.
wife don't like that. Oh, that's not too bad for us. Your wife don't like that.
No.
What, they marry a Doobie Brother?
No, nobody's wife wants one Doobie Brother.
No, you gotta have all the Doobie Brothers and Michael McDonald.
Yeah, if you
When he
can't
was
pull
with-
that off, you're just an
Oh,
ass.
just for the soul. Oh, you can't listen. You can't get mad. Like if you dug up dirt on your wife and you found like, oh my god, my wife was in a gangbang, you'd be like, oh fuck, man. You'd be really. I know I would be like, oh my god, I'd be a little, you know.
Yeah, listen. When I was a kid, I remember really relating to Clerks, the whole Dante's thing where he's obsessing over how many.
Yeah. Of
You know,
course.
I used to be like that, and then when you're older, you don't care. But a gangbang is going to take me right back to that 16. I'm going to cry and puke, and
yeah.
it'd be a mess if I found that. If I discovered that now.
I don't know what I would do. I'd be on a roof or on a bridge. I don't know. I don't know if my wife took 13 cocks one night at a party. The hockey team came and just went to town.
Listeners, if the hockey team came and went to town on the roof of a Quick Stop, some weird fucked up Clerks fantasy.
Yeah.
It's somebody got the details wrong, but still.
There was a Jason Mewes look-alike that was secretly really Jason Mewes. There.
It's not good.
No. But if it's the Doobie Brothers, it's okay.
Okay.
If she fucked the Doobie Brothers, they'd be like, all right, you fucked the Doobie Brothers.
I guess because it's like, that's why, because that's kind of cool. You get it? It's cool.
Real cool.
What if it's like a lame group that doesn't threaten you? What if it's like, I fucked the Wiggles?
I fucked Hanson. Oh my god, my wife fucked the Hanson brothers.
That's not. Yeah, what is?
My wife got bopped.
It's a lot of scissoring, I think, with Hanson.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I love you. I needed this. I was in a mood. I can't say all the reasons.
A mood with a tude. That's on his t-shirt.
One's personal, one's work. And the other, I was really okay. At the time that we're recording this, it hasn't been completely confirmed, but I am a big Mr. Show fan, and so are you.
Oh god, this is heartbreaking, heart-wrenching.
The FBI,
if it's true,
on their first time I saw that, and it's funny. I was talking to Casey Jost about this earlier. We both just assumed it was a meme. A lot of people did. It's like an FBI post, and it's another like, help us identify this person, and it's somebody from the attack on the Capitol.
Yeah,
and it very clearly looks like Jay Johnston, who I love on Mr. Show, and all these comedy nerds got on it, saying it looked like him, but then Tim Heidecker, by the way, was one of the people. There's people in his community that are like, that's him. That's Jay. Yeah. And you're like, oh, it's not totally out there yet, but the rumor is like that he is a Trump guy, that he said he was there, and now...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Again, rumors, but people in his circle say that he was a Trump supporter, that he was in Washington. And dude, when you look, there's two photos. One, he's got a mask on, one, he doesn't. But he's a unique looking guy.
Yeah.
And if that's not him, there's a guy who looks exactly like him. But first of all, how fucking funny that the FBI is like, we need help with this one. And it's like,
he's been on HBO for 4 years.
Yeah, he was on the Sarah Silverman program. He does a voice on Bob's Burgers. Like, you didn't check IMDb? You didn't run it. You didn't run it through the Internet Movie Database?
You got facial recognition, and you didn't even run it through IMDb.
How did you miss it? Here's the other thing that upsets me, because again, one of my favorite guys from Mr. Show, you know, a lot of people who raided the Capitol, they got all dressed up. I'm kind of pissed he wasn't like Mustard A&A's Abe Lincoln.
Yeah. The choo-choo, the herky jerky dancer.
Yeah. Oh, well, Choo Choo the Herky Jerky. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Abe Lincoln, yeah, I always. If you don't know, God, if you don't know Mr. Show, stop what you're doing and watch all.
Here.
That's it. Him at the Cap. That's it. Like we have video from the Capitol, and I just want him like after Trump tweets, like you know what I mean, like like go home and just like let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, if you've ever seen it, it's basically Abe Lincoln, but in white and yellow striped clothes because it's meant to represent the mustard mayonnaise.
They kind of they're making fun of Goober, which is like the peanut butter and jelly mixed together.
Yeah.
And there's mustard mayonnaise.
I love. It has a unique taste. It doesn't taste like if you made a peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, I don't buy Goober. I guess they got to add stuff to keep it separated. Like
once in a blue. No.
You like a Goober?
I like a Goober.
I never had Goober. I don't buy Goober.
I like a good goob once in a while.
But I'm with them. That's all. Listen, a lot of sketch comedy is just
it's a nostalgia.
But also it's like following the logic of a thing, right? Where it's just is it that hard to mix, like to take peanut butter and jelly separately? That like how much time were you? Like,
it's the gimmick of it. But like I said, it has its own special taste.
Well, there's mustard mayonnaise and then mayo stirred within Mr. Show. 2 companies make the same product and there's competing commercials.
It's hilarious.
They're all great. The one at the end of the episode is probably my favorite one, where Bob Odenkirk is making a sandwich and his daughter is just like getting older and older and older. Like, Dad, I'm graduating, and he just keeps like pointing like I'm trying to. I gotta put mayo and mustard, and then a woman older than him comes out and goes, "Dad, I'm dying.
I'm going to die now."
And he just he points at the bread like, what am I gonna do? But Jay Johnston story, the sketch the very first sketch I ever saw of Mr. Show. Mr. Show had already been on for a while, and because we didn't always have HBO. We had HBO because my stepfather's brother-in-law was an extra on The Sopranos, and I was trying to catch up. And late at night, I'm flipping through the channels, and I go to HBO, and I tune in to it's in the middle of the Story of Everest sketch on Mr. Show. Sketch. And I laughed my ass off, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I then would set my VCR to record these reruns of Mr. Show, which was this thing that I just... I wasn't super late to the game, but I think they had probably just wrapped their 4th season when I found it. I love that, man.
I started. What got me was the guy with the it was David Cross. He had a pet lizard, and it was Bob Odenkirk in a lizard suit.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I started watching it, and I just got into it.
Kids in the Hall was already a huge inspiration for us. Mr. Show was a big one when you and I were starting out, and we were doing sketch comedy and thinking about how we wanted to do it. But, you know what? Jay Johnston is also a guy that, like, I just know him as a performer. I just know his characters. Like, he didn't hit that level of, like, I don't know anything about him as an individual. I don't know what he's like. I don't know his politics.
I don't know what else he might be in. I'm sure he does other work.
But for the FBI to tweet what could be a photo of his face means I'm assuming he's one of the guys that's in bigger trouble. But what? That's insane to me, man. While all those nuts were walking around that he was there.
Yeah, there was another guy. There was a guy from
Mad TV.
Yeah. Will
Sasso. Yeah, the one guy we can name quickly.
Yeah.
Because he put lemons in his mouth on the internet. We like that.
No, Iced Earth? Like this, like one of those like hardcore, like super hardcore metal bands.
I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know him either. It's not a guy it's not a band we would know.
But a guy from the band, like a singer or something, or
something to do with the band. Some kind of singer or bass player or guitarist, or maybe even a drummer. I don't know. Something to do with the band.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure some listeners do. Sorry, I don't know it.
I'm waiting to see how this one plays out. I'm waiting to see. I really want to see David Cross respond because he's a guy who publicly identifies with Antifa.
Yeah.
So he's like, literally, like I'm Antifa. Was when Trump started like going after them, he came out and said that like that's what he's affiliated with. So you want to talk about opposite ends of the spectrum, but they made the sketch comedy together. It just blows my fucking mind.
The what, late 90s?
With Mr. Show?
Yeah.
Like mid
90s?
I want to say it started in 94, which is what I think. Let me see. Mr. Show season 1. It's only 4 seasons, everybody. That first season's 4 episodes. Season 2, 6. 3 and 4, 10 each. They're a half an hour.
Yeah, it's real quick. Are they on HBO Max?
1995.
All right. Are they on HBO Max?
I don't know.
If they're not, that's a crying shame. We have the DVDs, like.
Yeah, that's why I still the whole like switching to streaming because everything is always available is not really the way it works. I'm glad I own. I'm glad I still own certain things and I can pop in a disc sometimes of this stuff.
Yeah, same here.
Especially the sketch comedy stuff.
Tons of shit that is not streaming.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it on top of an already like just a day that was pissing me off. That it was just depressing.
Yeah, of course.
You know what made me actually dig deeper was like I'm such a comedy nerd. Looking at the meme, if I recognize the still from I would recognize the still from Mr. Show, like any frame from Mr. Show.
Yeah.
And and I was like, oh, that's not like no one took that from this or the Sarah Silverman program. That's just like
you sent it to me, and I didn't know who it was. I thought it was for some reason when you said it, I thought it was like maybe it was somebody personal. So
you thought it looked like somebody we knew.
Bank.
Yeah. And I was like, look closer. And yeah, you weren't seeing it.
I didn't even see it.
The second Imbergio seems to get all the news, man. But
we should have a segment where it's like the Imbergio news. Let's check with Joe for the news.
Like, he's always like, "Do you guys see this?" Yeah, I don't know how he gets all the alerts first, but yeah, and the second I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's funny." That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, that's funny." Like, and then I dug a little deeper, and I was like, "Oh no." Well, let's hope it's not true.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, I was a little down today. Today's 38 years since John Belushi left.
Oh man,
this plane we call Earth. Yeah, this plane of existence. This is for you, John Belushi.
Wow, 38 years.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open up another beer here, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a shot of I got Brugal, Dominican rum.
I'll do a shot of rum with you.
Yeah, do a shot of rum with me. Let's do this for Mr. Belushi.
For Mr. Belushi, I got Kirkland original spiced rum.
Captain Kirkland. Captain Kirkland. Why would their rum not be called Captain Kirkland?
Members only. If you don't show your ID to an old lady at the door, you can't get this.
You can't get this rum.
You can't get this rum.
This is right. to Jake Blues.
Oh.
We love you.
We love you. You know, it's a really... Ooh. You know what it is? It's not good for a shot when it's spiced. God dang it. Yeah. You know, it's like I love to watch. It's like a weird thing that like makes me laugh and brings a tear to my eye is that SNL sketch.
Oh, the dancing?
Yeah.
I knew you would. I know. Me too.
John Belushi.
Because I'm a dancer.
They shot a sketch on SNL, and the weird thing is, like, you kind of know this. You feel like the sketch was written almost because they knew he was living the way he was living.
Yeah.
It's John Belushi as an old man.
Good makeup and everything.
And he's the last surviving original cast member. and he dances on the graves of the other members of that cast. But it's like there's something kind of like shot on film.
Yeah,
it's black and white.
Amazing makeup. It's shot on location at a cemetery. It's not like a cheesy set.
Yeah.
It's him. He's talking about, so he's like, oh, Gilda Radner and Bill Murray. He never grew that mustache. He says something crazy like that. Like the mustache never came in.
And he's like, and me? Yeah.
Well, no, he says that the Aykroyd, it's kind of touching. He's like, Dan and Danny. Like, he's like.
He plays it very, it's like a sad character. The dancing is the punchline at the end.
That's what. Yeah, he's like, but me, I'm a dancer.
And he dances on the grave. Yeah,
that's so great.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Look at that. It's like we're schooling people on sketch comedy now. Kids in the Hall ended in a cemetery. The very last episode of Kids in the Hall, they jump into a grave together, and then Bellini dances on their grave.
A lot of grave dancing tonight.
I am with it. You know, a common theme in all of our shit when we were doing sketch was just death.
Always.
Yeah.
That's probably how this podcast is going to end. Spoilers. We're probably going to die at the end of this podcast. Whenever it ends, we're going to die.
Yeah.
It's going to be some kind of crazy satellite accident or something happens where you're like, we get electrocuted by our own equipment. It's going to be something real bad.
It's up to you to preserve the memory of this thing, because our wives, they're going to let the Libsyn account expire. The episodes will be unavailable. They won't even know how to log into my computer.
I don't even know if they know how to get into like the caves in the basement of Slap Studios.
They don't know all the
nooks
and crannies of the studio.
Yeah, they don't know where the John computer is located.
The John
cave.
I'm sitting in front of a MacBook Pro in front of an iMac. That's the first thing you see when you come down the stairs.
There's a John Mobile right by you.
Oh, I want it. I had a John Mobile. I want the John Mobile. You know what's funny?
Have it again.
You realize, like, our rich guy fantasies are like we could probably do now.
Yeah.
All right. You were talking about Tony Dangerous earlier.
Yeah.
Tony Dangerous always made me laugh because his rich guy fantasy is like pretty achievable. He wants to buy Fun Station, which was originally Whitey Ford's Grand Slam USA. It's where I met Whitey Ford. It's and they used to have a comic book shop in there.
Yeah.
But it was like a comic book but it's like basketball courts and arcades and like a batting cage. It's like one of those like
Slams and USAs.
Yeah, that's it. Grand Slam, Whitey Ford's Grand Slam USA, and then it became Fun Station.
Yeah, the Fun Station.
What a great name that is.
It's not as bad as the Fun Bubble.
Fun Station was right next to Lipsticks, a big strip club warehouse.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, take your kid. This is great for kid parties, and also this is great for bachelor parties, and they're next to each other.
Do you remember the Fun Bubble though?
Of course I remember. Dude, I have video of the Fun Bubble after it went out of business. And it was deflated. Were you in there with me shooting video?
No.
It looked
I've never been in the Fun Bubble with anybody. I've never been in the Fun Bubble.
We could have shot like a Batman movie in there. So, all right. First of all, I'll come back to the Fun Station thing. The Fun Bubble was in my neighborhood, and it was one of those big inflatable white bubbles like they put over like tennis courts.
It's huge.
What was the one that was over on your side of the island? That was you had like a Fun Bubble thing. There was some other like sports.
The punch bubble.
The punch bubble.
It was like South Shore of Staten Island. There's a bunch of juiced up roid heads driving their cars real loud around the bubble, punching each other.
The Fun Bubble was between the bowling alley and the landfill. It was.
What a place to be.
Yeah. And when it went out of business, they deflated it. But they didn't take...
Why would you keep that bubble inflated?
Well, because, it's taking electricity to just pump the air through it and keep it inflated.
Yeah.
I broke in with my brother and my cousin Harry and shot a bunch of high 8 video. It's on a cassette. I haven't seen it since probably the late 90s. The fun bubble, the way those white bubbles work is like the sunlight comes through and it lights everything. Yeah. So once we were in, we could see it, and all the old, like the rock climbing wall and the arcade machines, everything was in there, but the bubble was deflated, so it was all draped on top of it. So it was all kind of like a low-hanging ceiling with all vandalized, broken glass, spray paint. It really looked like it could have been like a hangout for the Foot Clan or like the Jokers. Like it was like, you know what I mean? And we went in, and I remember thinking I wish I had something to shoot in there. And then we found there was like a little stairway that went up to this like little office, and there was a window air conditioner. And my cousin took the air conditioner out and used it to the air conditioner in the hut where we recorded a lot of music that listeners know from our musical episode. Yeah. The air conditioner.
Oh, way back when, that musical episode.
The air conditioner in the hut that kept us cool while we were doing that was a fun bubble air conditioner.
God damn.
How about that?
How about that?
And I think one of the last cool things to ever happen at the fun bubble was, oh God, what band came? It was a band. It was oh shit. I'm blanking on it. It was like the Sound
Wieners and the Funky Balls?
It was some cheesy, God fucking, I can't think of it. Some cheesy fucking old school group.
CNC Music Factory?
Yes.
No way! Really?
I love that you
Chris
got
Sorrentino for the win! CNC Music Factory! Ow! Are you kidding me? I'm on fire, baby! Ow! Wow, wow, wow. Hugga, hugga, hugga. Woo, woo.
Here's the thing about there's a certain point in our life where, like, there's no fact-checking that. It's like when you Google CNC Music Factory Fun Bubble, you get the whole, like, crossed-out bubble. It's like, you want to click must include bubble? We got CNC Music Factory Fun.
Yeah.
But we
of course they're fun.
Got the fun bubble. Yeah, what are they?
They're a lot of fun. Gonna make you sweat, baby. Make you lose control.
I think it was it. And you know what? I'll tell you something, man. I give you credit for getting it right, but we were friends at the time. I think somewhere deep in your brain,
you think it was in there?
I think you knew.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, going back to Fun Station, Tony Dangerous, former guest of this show.
Yeah.
Asked him once, I was like, if you were rich, if you were a millionaire, what would you do? And he's like, oh, I would buy a DeLorean. And I was like, all right. He goes, and I would buy Fun Station, and I would live there, and I would eat buffalo wings every day. And I was like, yeah, I don't think you need to be a millionaire to do any of those things. You could, at the very least, like Tony Dangerous doing the job he's doing now, you could definitely buy a DeLorean and eat buffalo wings every day.
That's also like a 13-year-old's dream.
It's a Tony Dangerous dream.
It's a Tony Dangerous dream.
But I love, like, oh, if I won the lottery, I'd eat buffalo wings every day. Not like I'd eat caviar every day. Boom, I'd eat lobster every day. He's just like, I'd eat buffalo wings. You can eat buffalo wings.
I'd shit blood every day.
Yeah.
If I won $1 million, I'd shit blood.
I mean, if you're like super rich, then your fantasy should include, like, I'd cure diarrhea, and then I'd eat buffalo wings every day. I'd buy a DeLorean. And he didn't even say like a Back to the Future. We all want the Back to the Future DeLorean.
And it's a regular DeLorean.
He just said a DeLorean.
I'm all right with that.
I love Michael J. Fox in interviews about the DeLorean. We all love the DeLorean. Michael J. Fox he curses that. He hates that.
Yeah, he hates that car. Yeah.
You can't park it. When the doors open that way, when it opens like if there's a fire hydrant or a tree or anything next to the car, you can't get out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
You have to park along a curb where there's nothing. There can't be anything else. There can't be a mailbox. There literally can't be anything, or you can't get at least out of the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Oh, we hate it. We didn't get that as kids. Like the DeLorean, when we saw it, our generation thinks it's the coolest fucking car ever. The reason it's a DeLorean was our parents laughed because they got the joke, which was he turned one of the shittiest cars of all time into a time machine.
Yeah, it was basically a failure. It was like seen as a failure.
That was the joke. It was a shitty car. An unpainted stainless steel car where the doors opened up like that it's so impractical. It's a fucking mess.
It's a beautiful car though.
Oh, I love it.
God, that's the stainless steel. Like it's the Django Fett of cars,
dude. In the same parking lot as the fun station, that's where there's a Top Tomato over there. My buddy Mike DiStefano was going there to just pick up something, and there was a DeLorean, like a replica Back to the Future DeLorean with the light up. It had the flux capacitor and all.
Oh, man.
Just fucking parked in the lot. And he was like sending me pictures, and so somebody was driving that around.
Doc Brown.
I would. What's your ideal movie car? What would you go for?
Ecto-1.
Just the Ecto-1. And you know mine, right?
Come on, Blues Bros.
Bluesmobile.
Yeah.
I got really upset. I was like 16, and so I was a year away from driving because I bought my first car with my own money. I paid $1,000 for my 1978 Pontiac Sunbird. You knew that car.
Yeah, which I had a 1978 Cadillac sedan DeVille. That was my first car.
We both drove cars that were like really old.
As old as me, because I was born in 1978.
I loved
Thanks,
it.
John.
I still miss rear wheel drive. I know it's not safe, but it's fun.
Yeah.
But I was in Pennsylvania with my dad going to visit my grandparents, and on the side of the road there was an old Pennsylvania police car, black and white, for sale.
It was roller.
Like, dude, it was like my Bluesmobile. And I went, Dad, I was 16. I had money saved up, and I was like, stop the car. And he's like, you're not, no. He's like, and it was just that dad thing of like, I'm not letting you do that. And I remember the whole way home being upset that like I had a shot at a blue. Like if I came home with a black and white police car.
Oh my God.
In the 90s in high school.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? But if you look at my high school yearbook and you read like different kids' blurbs, my car got referenced several times by different people because I was like one of the first to get a car. And I was a crazy person with it. Now I drive like a grandpa. But I used to like really pack kids into that thing, and I used to fucking race. I used to race. There was the quarter mile on Staten Island off South Avenue, which is over by, now there's the porn shop over there. What is it? Nightcap. Over by Nightcap. There was a quarter mile. I used to go over there.
Yeah.
There would be an ice cream truck there. There would literally be a girl with checkered flags. And I swear to God, I
believe you. I love it.
A girl would come out
like
with checkered
flags.
And I would fucking race that car.
I just picture like a young John Travolta playing you in the movie of your life.
My car there were cars I'd have to race somebody in my class.
Johnny Zuko.
I remember hitting 100 miles per hour, and I had to have my friend who had a Ford Mustang drive next to me so he could watch his speedometer because mine was going back to zero.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It was just going all the way around. I had a bit of a death wish when I was 17, looking back.
John DeLuca, menace to society.
Yeah. Really. Was just like not 100% suicidal, but I'm gonna live this way, and if something happens, fuck it. Yeah, I was an angry kid.
Hide your daughters. Here goes John DeLuca. He's got a death wish. You better watch out.
I missed that car. That car was so fucking funny. So funny. The seats in the back were just like loose. You just take they weren't bolted down. The radio, it was like an alarm clock speaker and it was mono, so I had like a bunch of mixtapes I made, but you wouldn't hear half the instruments. I remember like the Doors would come on and you would just hear like vocals and like a keyboard and nothing else. It sounded like shit.
Oh, just the organ?
Dude, the Beatles' Taxman was the worst. Because it was just like, because I'm the tax man. Yeah, I'm the tax man. And then it's the guitar solo, and that is a shit guitar solo. When you suck everything else out of it, it's fucking garbage, man. Really funny. The windshield wiper fluid would shoot over the car and hit the car behind me. I did that on Highland Boulevard. Somebody was on my ass with the brights on. And I hit the windshield wiper fluid, shot over my car, and started spraying their car. And then the van, it went into the next lane and came up next to me. It was NYPD. It was a police van that was on my ass because Staten Island cops are dicks like that. Just ride my ass, just waiting for me to fuck up. And I sprayed them with windshield wiper fluid, which you can't really give a ticket for. And they pulled up next to me, and I remember the cop looked at me and did the whole, like, shrugged his shoulders, like, what the fuck are you doing? And I almost wanted to...
fuck you, fucker!
I got pulled over all the time. I had a gun pulled on me in that car.
Damn.
I really did. And it was because I had, it was like... Pre Star Wars prequels. I'm really dating myself, but they had
prequel.
Because when did Phantom Menace come out?
99.
99. So I'm driving like 97. I called it my ninja stick. It was like a black. It was kind of like how toy lightsabers shoot out, but this one shot out both sides. It was like a double bladed lightsaber.
Like a double slapjack type of thing.
And I had it in the back seat. And it was a stupid thing. And I already got pulled over. I got pulled over twice that night. I got pulled over once by my friend Doug's house because they thought it was a drug. They threw me up against the car and searched me and everything. Really, fuck cops. I'm driving my friend Ronnie home, and this girl Danielle's in the car with me, and I get pulled over again. And I'm like, motherfucker! It's just because I'm a young kid in this baby blue 78 Sunbird with a half white final top. I think I stood out. And at 17, I probably looked like I was 14.
Yeah.
So they pull me over and
Kevin McAllister driving a car.
And both cops get out. And there's a cop on the passenger side and there's a cop on the driver's side. And the cop on the driver's side, I even said to him, I was like, this is the second time today, man. I'm not doing anything. And he goes, what's that in the back seat? And I was like, it's a toy. And he's like, what is it? And I was like, it's a ninja. I said, it's a ninja stick. And he goes, let me see it. And I reached behind me. So I reached behind the driver's seat. I got Ronnie next to me. I got Daniel in the back seat. I reached behind me to pick up this black toy that's on the floor in the back seat of the car. And I look up, and on the passenger side window, his partner draws his gun and points it at my head.
Oh, Jesus.
And I immediately threw my hand. I was like, whoa. And he's like, and he starts yelling, like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the guy was like, oh, I don't know, he's fucking grabbing shit. They're yelling at each other. He goes, put her away. And the cop puts his gun, and he's like, all right, come on, let me see it. And, like, nothing happened. I'm shaking, like, really, like, that close. I felt like I was getting shot. And this is a white kid on Staten Island. For any minorities, Jesus Christ, man, I cannot imagine.
1,000 times worse.
I would have been dead.
Yeah. Sadly.
He made me take the thing out and hand it to him, and he's next to my car, and I remember it had like a little red button. He pushed it, and he spun it, and both sides shot out like Darth Maul, like outside my window. I'm trembling because I almost got shot, and he's like, ugh! And now he's just playing with it.
Duel of Fates is playing as he's swinging it around.
He's twirling it around on the street. His partner's laughing.
There's a YouTube video called Star Wars Cop.
The girl in the backseat's crying, and I'm shaking because I almost got shot. And then he hands it back to me and tells me to go on my way.
Yeah.
I used to get pulled over all the fucking time. Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, Duel of the Cops.
Duel of the Fates. I saw a video recently of it was just like a John Williams thing. It was two high school kids went outside John Williams' house with like trumpets and started playing Star Wars. Which is
I'm sure he loved that.
Totally inappropriate. But you know what?
I'm sure a 90-year-old man loved noise on his lawn.
Guess what? He comes out to meet the kids and shakes their hands, and he's like, "Oh, that was wonderful." And he's like the nicest human being. Right. He's exactly what you want him to be. He comes out and greets these like high school kids from the neighborhood, who just thought it would be a good idea to play Star Wars outside his house.
You got to be a real weirdo to like look up where John Williams lives.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing they were in the. I mean, hopefully they didn't get in the car and drive for 10 hours. You know, I'm hoping they were local.
No, I hope they really had to travel far. I hope they came from another country.
Well, he was very, very sweet about it.
Oh, he's a good guy, because I couldn't imagine anybody wanting somebody coming to your home.
No.
To play a bunch of music that you played. It was Star Wars? It was Duel of the Fates?
Star Wars, yeah. If somebody came outside my house and started yelling Crandus McBasketball names, I would shoot them dead.
Oh, fuck. Could you imagine?
You're dead. You hear me?
Yeah.
You're dead.
You came there.
Go to Casey's house and yell Dr. Shrimp Puerto Rico. Don't come near my... I will kill you. I have kids. Stay the fuck away from me.
I'm no John Williams. I will not come out and shake your hand.
No.
You're gonna hear two things. You're gonna hear a click and a trigger.
Not for that. But if you yell hee hee wee and ring a bell, maybe.
Listen, if you drove by at my house and you yelled hee hee wee.
If you drove by, but keep driving.
I love you.
Keep driving and never come back. Don't ever do it again.
No.
One and done. Sure. And don't tell anybody where I am.
No. If you show up at my door and you're like, episode 56, you said the N-word. I don't want to know.
My wife gets really upset when I'm like really mad, and she's like, "What is there anything? What do you need? What do you need?" And I'm like, "I need to kill someone, and I'm not allowed to do that. So just stay clear until it passes." Because the only thing that will fix this is murder. I get to that point where I'm like, never anybody in my house, never anybody in my family, but just like, sometimes. That came up at work once where they were like, "Could you ever imagine you killing somebody?" And everybody's like, no. And I'm just like oddly quiet. I'm like, "Of course. Are you crazy? Of course I could." Fans. I'm not saying I wouldn't regret it.
No, I just jerk off to it.
You can't. I know you can't. Do you think you're like incapable of murder?
Oh no, I could kill somebody.
Of course you could.
Oh, it's programmed in my DNA.
Yes,
I'm a warrior. I'm the ultimate warrior. I would paint my face and run around. I'm a fat guy though. Like I couldn't run around for too long.
Let's be honest. You know when you play Fuck, Marry, Kill, you know what the hardest one is? Marry.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
Everything else is natural. You're like,
yeah.
You know who you'd kill. You know who you'd fuck. Marriage. Ah, Jesus Christ. Give me. Whenever somebody takes time to think about it, that's the only one they're thinking about.
Yeah.
Everything. The other two are really easy.
Well, when fuck and kill get interchangeable, that's when it's kind of scary.
Yeah. Oh, sure. And they do.
They do. They run in the same circles. Those fucks and those kills, they're tight. But the marries, because you know what? A marry is the rest of your life. A kill and a fuck is not the rest of your life.
No, it's not. And it's implied you can't kill who you marry, but you can fuck who you marry.
You could kill who you marry.
You can't. Can you fuck who you?
You could do both. Ask Robert Blake.
It's all. Hey, listen. I don't know. I don't play that game.
Yes,
I'm not going to do it.
But it's one we couldn't. I don't think we could talk about. It's some cartoon characters, but it's questionable.
Oh sure. Yeah, that's what we do on the show.
It's very questionable, but yeah, I don't think we could talk about it publicly.
This show's version is like, it's like, all right, fuck, marry, kill, Mo, Larry, Curly. That's us. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I'll tell you right now, I'm killing Mo. Mo makes me laugh from the outside, but in my life, in my circle, him just poke him in the eyes and fucking like
no good.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Curly, I'm marrying Larry.
I think all right, now I'm thinking
I don't want to fuck Larry. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I
don't want to fuck
Curly's
Larry.
a good time.
Curly's definitely a good time. Curly, you get your money's worth.
Curly makes his own fun. There's one Three Stooges where he's in like a hotel lobby and he just throws a bar of soap on the floor and then jumps on it with one foot and like rides around. He's a good time. And Larry, you know why I'd marry Larry? I love his voice.
Yes, yeah.
And if for anybody, I know we have some Ren and Stimpy fans who listen.
Yes.
That's Larry, everybody.
That's just a Larry impression.
That's just
a
Larry
Fine
impression. Larry's voice is one of the best ever. I think if I was married to Larry, even if he was mad at me, it would bring me joy.
Yes.
For him to come to me with a complaint.
And also, like, you're not sharing a bed with Curly. You could share a bed with Larry. Larry would be great to sleep next to.
Well, all right.
Curly, there's a lot of... You got that going on. Plus, he's the big dude.
There's always like a feather going around. There's an old lady in the basement who turns a crank when it's time to wake up, and the whole thing spins around. It's a fucking nightmare. You know that bed? You ever see that lady?
Yeah.
When the Three Stooges wake up, and the bed spins with all three of them in it.
It's like they're in the Ghostbusters cartoon, like the first one, the bad one. Go, goes the one with the monkey.
Yeah,
the Filmation Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
if you don't know. But I was gonna say we were talking about problematic things. I was talking about last episode. I was talking about wrestling, 80s wrestling.
You started to, and I was like, we can't get into it because it was the end. But I got excited because I grew up on it big time. You were familiar with 80s wrestling, but not hooked, right? Like,
oh no, I was huge into 80s.
So you had the ring, you had the figures. All right, because I had the ring, I had the figures, and then I got the little puppet, the thumb puppet.
Yeah, the
figures,
thumb wrestles.
So thumbs up their ass and everything. And then the figures after that were
the
like
little ones,
the little plastic mini ones. So based on the toys, that is our generation. And whatever came 100%. After that is when we checked out. I dated a girl for 6.5 years before my wife who was into wrestling, and that's when I tuned in and I saw like everything that was happening with The Rock and Triple H and stuff. And that was I like the truckers, I like the characters, I like the really, really cheesy 80s wrestling. I'll never get into wrestling now like I did then.
Yeah, same. 1000%. Dude, but the 80s stuff, I started watching, like me and my kids watched some episodes of like Saturday Night Main Event, like from like 86, or something, like real good stuff, like Hulk Hogan fighting like Terry Funk and like,
Dude,
like real
matches,
crazy shit.
I remember as a kid, the idea of my favorite wrestlers like fighting each other was like, almost fantasy, because those matches, it was a lot of guys, like big guys versus like nobodies. You remember, like back? Is that what you were watching? Like the idea of like Hulk Hogan fighting Andre the Giant. That was like a big event. That didn't just happen all the time.
Yeah,
the kids are loving it.
It's like, oh, dude, they lost their minds, man. They lost their minds.
It's insane.
But so. Brienne the other day had to go. She had to go to a lawyer about something, and just settling something that it was already agreed upon price. So she took the checkbook, and I was like, "Hey, make sure this guy doesn't charge you for anything else." I go, "This guy's a fucking shyster."
Yep.
And she was like, "You can't say that." And I was like, "Why not?" Like, I didn't realize shyster's like not a good word, but I was like, there was a wrestler named IRS Erwin R. Shyster.
Yes.
But then I started thinking about it. There was a guy named like Honky Tonk Man. Like, I know this thing's called Honky Tonk.
Junkyard Dog. It was a black man who had like chains on him.
Junkyard Dog, man.
He was chained up. He broke out of his chains, but also like who chained him? What are we doing?
Coco Beware.
All of it. It's all
like it just all came into perspective. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, they have all right. So I was watching one of them. It was like the Iron I'm sorry, Nikolai Volkov coming out.
I love
and
him.
He's singing. He wants to sing the national anthem. That's his thing. He wants to come out and sing the Russian national anthem before every match because he's a Russian dude. You know what? This is America. You're free to do that.
He sings it on the wrestling album. That was his thing. Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
But fucking Hulk Hogan was so mad. You can't sing that in America, brother. That's the anthem of the enemy. And it's Hulk Hogan flipping out. I'm not gonna let him sing it. And he's like, I dare him to do it. You watch what happens. And like this guy tries to sing his fucking song, and Hogan loses his balding, blonde-haired shit. He goes ape shit over this fucking poor fucking Ruski singing his dumb song.
It's a national anthem.
Control.
It's Hulk. There's nobody better than Hulk Hogan in my mind.
He is the personification of 80s America. You know how I explain to my kids, watch this guy. I'm like, watch. He's going to be down, and all of a sudden he's going to get up and he's going to get punched in the face. He's going to shake his head.
He's going to shake it.
And he's going to get up. He's going to go crazy. And he's going to go nuts on this guy and win.
It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
Nothing is more American. You know what I was like, oh, this is Hulk Hogan. I was like, he's like an Optimus Prime of humans. That's how I described him. Like,
he's a real American. He fights for the rights of every man.
He's a real American, man.
I'm a real American.
Yeah.
The rights of every man.
I am a real American. Fight for your rights. Fight for what's right. You are listening to the Super Live Adventure Podcast.
Crashing down and it hurts inside. We didn't do an intro. It's an hour. We hit an hour and 2 minutes.
I am the hour late Chris Sorrentino.
I am slightly later John Saluga.
I'm an hour late to your kid's communion. I'm an hour late to your mother's funeral.
Hey, listen, man. Here's post-pandemic John Saluga. I am not coming to your kid's communion. I am not going to your graduation party. I'll tell you something. If I learned anything from losing a year, it's I don't want to lose a weekend. I don't want to lose a fucking Saturday to your kid's birthday, first communion, birthday, graduation party. I'm not going anymore. I have to really, really like you and believe in the thing you're doing. And guess what? College is bullshit. High school's bullshit. Religion's bullshit. You're not going to get me out for anything other than a good fucking time. So you better be a good fucking time, because if we're blood related and it's not a good time, sorry, I'm not coming anymore.
Yeah.
I am done. I lost a year of my life. I don't get that much more. Like, that's it.
Burn it down! Yes!
Dude, you realize we may have crossed the halfway point. We don't know. People, you know what's funny? When I say I'm middle-aged, everybody in my life goes, no, you're not middle-aged. I was like, what? Do I have to hit 50 because we're assuming I'm gonna be 100. Fuck it.
No.
This is middle aged. When
I'm beyond middle age.
My parents in the 80s, when you turned 40, you got a bunch of black balloons over the hill, 1 foot in the grave. They literally decorated your party with styrofoam tombstones. Don't tell me I'm not middle aged. Yes, I am. I may be beyond that. We don't
the cane
fucking know.
with the mirror on the bottom of it. Dude, I gotta pee. I gotta pee too,
Chris. What do you want? Listen, this is the guy. No. This is all the comedy, all the energy comes from us having to pee.
I'm gonna pee my pee.
Let's go. When we come back, Chris gave me a birthday present. I have a box that's been sitting here for a few days. I haven't opened, and we have voicemails. So we will be back.
I'm taking a bath, sitting in my own urine.
We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Aggie Dancer.
Aggie Dancer.
Ooh. Eggdomsuit.com.
Not Eggy. Sorry if we confused you. Well, we're back.
Hey man, it's
You're a rock star. You're an all-star.
Wait, are you singing Smash Mouth to me?
You started it.
No, I didn't. Oh, I so didn't.
Is it Hey Man or Hey There?
Oh,
it's Hey There, isn't it?
Hey there. Yeah, Hey there.
Yeah, I started it.
Yeah, you started a real Smash Mouth over there.
You were giving off a Smash Mouth vibe, man.
Why? Because I'm just a walking on the sun. You really
might as well be. You might as well be, Chris. You might as well be. Dick.
You're just really throwing a lot of insinuations my way, pamplemousse drinker.
It's a grapefruit bubbly.
Yeah, bubbly. Right.
It's
sure.
It's just a straight up grapefruit bubbly.
All right. Keep telling yourself that.
It is.
Right to rehab. Yeah, everybody. It's a grapefruit bubbly.
Oh, this is weird. I figured I'd look at the can to kind of like read something to help support my argument. This doesn't help.
There's nothing.
It says hold cans with me. What's going on, PepsiCo? What are we doing? Hold cans with me?
You cans go fuck yourself.
I get that it almost rhymes with hands. It's not a pun, really.
Yeah.
It's trying to be a pun. But it only works if cans rhymed with hands, but cans are just there are things we call cans on the human body.
That's true.
If you want to hold cans with me, that's cool, but I wouldn't call it a grapefruit bubbly. Although
it depends on the size of the can.
You know what, man? You know what? You want to grab some grapefruits in a post #MeToo world. It's you just you like you're in the mood for a grapefruit bubbly and you wink. That's how you do it now. In a post 80s world.
I don't know anything about it.
I think if you ask for a grapefruit bubbly,
you'll get
a girl knows what you're talking about. Seltzer's all the rage.
Tits in your hands all of a sudden, like, all right. just plopped tits in your hands. Take a grapefruit bubbly. Tits.
Hey, listen, I'm married. Chris is married. But if you're dating now, Seltzer's in. I imagine Pepsi knows what's up. You're on a date. Lean over, whisper into the girl's ear to say, "Hold cans with me." and then chug a bubbly.
Can
Crush it on your
cook
forehead.
with me.
All right, should I open my birthday present now?
Yeah, man, this is your birthday episode. Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
I don't know how to
John's
segue into it.
birthday.
I have a box over here.
March 9th, which is also R.I.P. Biggie Smalls.
Yes, I'm gonna take. You're in charge. I gotta take the headphones off to go get it. Hold on.
All right, go get your present. John's taking off the headphones. He's picking up the box. He's got the box. Oh my God, he's got the box in a hold. He's got both hands on the box. He's putting back on the headphones, and the box is on his lap.
Oh, this is all taped up.
Oh my God, folks, there's tape everywhere.
I have to pull out my knife.
Oh, is this it? He's got a razor blade. Oh my God. The ref is knocked out. He doesn't see the razor blade. He's got it. He's got it in his hands. He looks like a killer, a maniac. Oh my God, he's cutting the box open. I can't believe it.
From my
Good
stepmother's mom.
night, Irene.
Wait, no, my stepmother's dad. Sorry.
This is he's slicing it.
My dad wasn't a real man, so he gave me a knife. And he gave me a gun, and he made me shoot bottles in the woods, and my brother got scared. Do. Thanks for the knife, Larry.
Larry's knife.
I wish I didn't fuck up that song. It was almost a perfect song. Oh, you got me bubble wrap.
Yeah, man, a lot of bubble wrap.
All right. Oh, man. Okay, I don't know what this is. There's bubble wrap, and now there's like some foam over it. And now there's some tissue paper over it. So you didn't see this in person, huh? This has been sealed up?
No, I saw it in person.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Are you kidding me? Oh! Holy shit!
Yeah, man.
Oh, the Coors Light Beer Wolf, everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck. Oh, his head is going to go on the wall.
Exactly.
Here at
That's
Slap
for
Studios.
fucking Slap Studio, New Jersey.
Oh, I'm going to take down the picture of you, and I'm going to put it right there, man.
It's the same one that was up at Pizza Doro, man.
Wow. Oh, I got to figure out what the right place is for this. Oh my God. Yeah, that's holy shit. That is sort of the hang, the official hang of this podcast. And it was where Chris and I would get pizza when we were in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole pizza and a pitcher of Coke for, I think it was $8.
It was
really
$8. You get a pizza and a whole pitcher. That was it. We had the greatest times. Yeah. And that place was, we would see this Beer Wolf head plaque hanging there. And an old Simpsons mirror, like Simpsons painted on a mirror, and
which
the
is still
Grambo
there.
Poster,
which is still there. Everything but
there.
this is still there.
Everything but Beer Wolf. Beer Wolf, we heard, was locked in the basement.
Yeah,
we couldn't free that Beer Wolf, but I did manage to free this Beer Wolf, and he came home to live with you, John Zaluga.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait to put this up. Thank you. Thank you.
You got it.
We got voicemails. We should get to that.
Yeah, man. Let's fucking let's hear from the people.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things in the world is hearing from you people when you guys call us up.
Yeah.
Remember.
Let's
you
check
could
in.
Always call us.
Check in with RoboGal.
I just blew my asshole out. Let's sniff this week's voicemails.
Hello. Can I get a large cheeseburger, a milkshake, and can I also get a hamburger? Thanks, guys. Hit it where you shit it.
We were just talking about that.
You got it. You can have it.
Yeah. Hey, man. Listen, as soon as things go back to normal, I'll swing by Checkers.
Yeah.
I'm getting a big Buford, the combo. You hear me? And I'm getting a side of buffalo wings with blue cheese, of course. The regular. They make the buffalo wings with Frank's Red Hot over there at Checkers.
It's perfect.
Which is also, what's the other one? There's Checkers and there's Rallies. It's the same thing.
Oh, I don't know. Rallies.
Yeah, the cups. It's like it's the same font and logo and everything. It just Checkers and Rallies became the same.
Oh, it's
thing.
like Hardee's and Carl's Jr. It's like
yeah, it's like that.
Which I never had. I had an opportunity to have a Carl's Jr. when I was out in L.A. and I think I just ate something else instead. I was like, and I never got that Carl's Jr.
Really,
But I want it.
Yeah, I never had one.
I want it.
New listeners, you may not know we have a Patreon group called the Little Chub Club. It originally started as a way where people could just support this podcast. One of the bonuses we give for anybody who supports us for as little as $1 a month is an extra podcast every month.
Right.
But it has turned into so much more. There is now a council, the Sovereign Council of the Chub Collective. They are 3 elected members and 1 appointed member that make a lot of decisions about this show, and they are now looking to make that council more inclusive
to
the other members of the Little Chub Club.
What is going on?
Listen, if you give us $1 a month, you financially support the show.
Thank you.
You show your support, and we give you an extra episode for that. And then you can kind of see what's going on there. And if you're interested in becoming more involved, there's a lot happening. We're not even going to get into all of it, but if you want to just kind of dip your toes in, check out patreon.com/superliveadventure, or of course go to superliveadventure.com and you can find links to everything there, all places where you can get merch, all the social media, different ways to listen, Chris's website, my website, all that stuff. Even
your mama's
crazies,
website.
man. Yeah, that's where you can go for all things Super Live Adventure, superliveadventure.com.
Yo mama!
Hey guys, just one soda, Little Chub Club member, and here with birthday wishes for oh god, let me call you back. Hold on. Oh.
Holy shit!
Wait. Either something happened or he forgot my name. I don't know which it was. Either something happened or you were covering up. You forgetting my name.
That would be really funny.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Little Chub Club number 1, Soda. Here, calling with birthday wishes, congratulations or wishes, whatever you want to call it, for John.
Thank you. You.
You know, me and him, we share, our birthdays are only one day apart.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I know
birthday.
on John's birthday, that is one, my birthday being after yours is one of the highlights of March. But another sad fact in March on John's birthday is the death of the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
And I just came into some facts about the Notorious B.I.G. The Notorious B.I.G. went by Biggie Smalls before, but he couldn't, when he started getting more famous, because there was another Biggie Smalls. And I want you guys to Google Tim Bigelow, Biggie Smalls, so you can get a gander at this rapper. He's a white/Latino rapper from the West Coast, which I think he might have had a hand in killing Biggie Smalls because he had his name.
Oh, shit.
But he had a few records that were hits. and he faded into obscurity. Anyway, guys, it's just a little trivia for you. And hey, John, happy birthday, and the rest of you guys, fit it where you should it.
Oh, fit it where you shit it, and happy birthday to you, man. And yeah, Chris, here's Tim Bigelow.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Only one soda. He was telling me about this. I was like, you got to tell it to the show. And I was, dude, look at that.
Wow.
That's the original Biggie Smalls. Look up the original Biggie Smalls. It's not what you think at all.
No.
It's Kenickie. Like, who else is that guy?
That's it.
Is Kenickie.
If I was trying to be Biggie Smalls, I would look like the original Biggie Smalls.
Kenickie Smalls.
Well, Lil Chubbs, we love you, man. One sir, to happy birthday. Oh, also happy birthday to cousin Justin, America's cousin. That just happened. We have birthdays in March as
That's
well.
Right. And happy birthday, John. It's a triple happy birthday.
Thank you.
You guys. Love you guys. Three rings of the bell for you guys.
Can I ask for something on my birthday before we end the show?
What's that?
Can I get the Smucker's birthday?
Oh,
this time.
My God.
Sorry, Justin. Sorry, Juan. I just want. Can I ask for that?
Okay.
All right.
And a happy birthday to John Zaluga, celebrating a very illustrious 207. John says the secret to living to 207 is sleeping with the secret of the ooze. Every night, making sweet love to the secret of the ooze.
You know where my head goes? When I was a kid and I put Pert Plus in a glass jar and said it was ooze.
A happy birthday from Schmuckers and your jar of shampoo ooze, John Zaluga.
From Schmuckers and Pert Plus.
With a name like Schmuckers, you're gonna need a lot of shampoo for that big head on that kid. Let me tell you, the kid's head got its own moon.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. Fit it.
Yo, listen. Oh,
It's fucking Zoom.
I hate Zoom.
Come on, we can do it.
All right.
Go ahead. You got it.
Fit it.
Wow.
Where you?
Shit it. Oh man, thank you.
I'm fucking Curly. I'm marrying Larry.